a little bit. Like you said, you get going together on some of the different coordinators. What were the conversations like with Sellers in regards to?
It's been good. I was literally getting ready to meet in person with Kendall, I guess over the weekend, and I got a text from Lenore. He had been watching some tape of some of the guys y'all were rumoring to be candidates for the job, and he told me that hey, I watched the TCU tape, and I was really fired up about that. And he and Lenore had some conversations. I think it was all positive. And certainly, like I said in there, I cast a wide net, research a lot of candidates. You hate making a change, or when you make a change like I did when I did, it gives you plenty of time to really evaluate a lot of people, watch a lot of things, and talk to a lot of people. And that's what I did. But as it got down the home stretch, I told Norris early on, and really all the quarterbacks, that I certainly wanted them to, kind of feel good about everything. And they had good conversations. We had good conversations. He still has a decision to make. He hasn't made that yet, I don't believe, but all my conversations with him have been really positive.
Kendall talks about building the offense around him. What happens if Sellers doesn't come back next year? How do you kind of pivot from we're building the offense around him to wait?
Yeah, that's one of the things I liked about Kendall was that you look at the different quarterbacks he's been around. He's been explosive and efficient with whoever the quarterback's been, whether it's been Robert Griffin III back in the day, or whether it was KJ Jefferson at Arkansas, or whether it be Josh Hoover, the quarterback at TCU this past season. I mean, he's fit his system to all kinds of different styles of quarterbacks. So I'm excited about all the quarterbacks in this program, and excited about him being the coordinator to lead that offense.
Coach, at what point did you feel like Miles was a real possibility?
Certainly early on in the process, I had like anybody, you have like your initial list of guys that you're interested in. And when you start looking, there were a lot of people that I was rumored to have talked to and things like that. But going into this thing, I really wanted a current power four offensive coordinator. And not that I wasn't looking at anybody at the group of five, because I certainly did a lot of research on that. But as far as guys that I talked to, it was primarily, coordinators in the ACC, SEC, Big Ten, and Big 12. And when you start looking into it, Kendall's name keeps coming up, and then to be able to have a guy like Jeremiah here that had worked with him, that I could talk to Jeremiah about what he saw from Kendall during their time together and forward. But I would certainly say towards the end of last week, it started trending in that direction. I talked to a Power Four offensive coordinator on over the weekend. We had some conversations, but after the weekend and after those conversations, it was pretty clear to me that Kendall was the guy. I told Jeremiah and Jeff Crane that on, I think it was probably Monday morning. Let's see if we can get something done. This is the direction I want to go.
I know he's been out of the game for a while, but you got to get about stuff off your dad about this kind of stuff.
No, just to be completely honest, I think he certainly watches college football and is a college football fan, and knows the kind of, he knows Stan because we were at Mississippi State together, and he certainly knows of, Kendall Briles. And I love being able to hire coaches' sons because I am one myself, and to be able to hire, a fellow coach's son is good. And so, no, not about this one, but I got a voicemail from my mom yesterday, I guess. Congrats on all the hires. We're excited. So I think I got their stamp of approval.
I know you don't want to rush these guys with their decisions and whatnot, the players, that is, but do you have a feel like when you want those guys to hopefully have their decisions made by?
ASAP. I think there's some guys that there's, like I said, I had 115 meetings with players last week, and every conversation was good. The feedback was great with the conversations I had with guys. I'll leave it to them as far as when they want to make announcements. There's some guys certainly on our team that have, agreed to come back and worked out rev share details, whatever you want to call it, that just haven't been announced. There's some guys that still have some decisions to make. Just to be completely honest, like ASAP, because as we've told them, I want you here, but can't sit around and wait forever. There's a portal that's getting ready to open up. Let's be real, there's a financial aspect of it where if you're not coming back, well, that's a financial aspect that is now available to others to either bring in or to keep. in our own program that I want to reward. So it's just part of it. So yeah, the longer this thing goes, it it's not good. So ASAP. Have I put a hard deadline on anyone? No, but it's kind of one of those that right now, Jack. Like, if you want to be here, great. If not, cool. But I'm on the 2026 and doing everything that I have to do to get ready for 2026. And the Clemson game was almost 3 weeks ago. But we've moved on and we're on the 26th, and you're either with us or you're not.
We didn't get a chance to ask you about Landon last week since he hadn't officially signed yet. What stands out about that guy? And was there any worry about LSU coming to the picture late with Lane?
A little bit. Great kid, first of all, really, engaging personality, a lot of ability. It's pretty cool watching during the second off week. It's the first off week. I went to Alabama to watch him play, and he actually went up against the opposing coach was Phillip Rivers, who's now an NFL quarterback, which is crazy. Like, I stood there and watched him call plays and coach a high school team, and now he's with the Colts, which blows my mind. But Landon went up against that team, and it was really cool just watching him compete that night. And he's got a lot of upside, a lot of tools. Certainly, all my conversations with Landon and his mom on signing day were all positive. They never gave me any reason to worry. In his school, he doesn't get the best cell service, so that was a little frustrating. You're like dialing over and over and FaceTiming, and he doesn't answer. But I trust what they tell me, and all my conversations with them were nothing. You have nothing to worry about, Coach. It was really just trying to get Mom and Landon aligned and at the same place at the same time to finalize everything. Was there something going on? Yes. I'm not going to say that there wasn't. They were certainly trying to sign him, but Landon and his mom, who I trust, they never gave me personally any reason to worry.
In the conversations that you had, not just with the varsity player, is it kind of like, okay, I'm sounding
Yeah,
board.
next page, sir.
I'm thinking of the session as well. You some people saying like, hey, maybe wait a year. I'm just like, John's like, I'm not going to tell someone to make a decision. I'll listen, but I can't tell the person.
Yeah. I would say similar to that.